as I stated, everything that has happened from the JJ Reddick hiring, who wasn't Anthony Davis's guy, to the Bronny drafting, which doesn't help Anthony's end game as far as help. Bronny doesn't help, that doesn't assist what AD needs. Free agency, nothing happened. They didn't get him a true center as of yet. A lot of players passed the Lakers by. Rob and Jeannie, to me, has done a poor job of making sure AD is good. You know, LeBron is the top guy. I don't want to disagree with that. Anthony Davis, however, is locked in for 4 years. And it does have to come to a point where as though you have to at least do 50-50 or maybe 55-45 as far as the decision making from the players between LeBron and AD. You have to give Anthony Davis a little bit more say on what's going to happen because he's never been a vocal person. So it's not like things could be going on that he disagrees with and we've known him to speak out. He's kind of quiet. He might not never speak out, even though he might be unhappy. So, and that's a personal thing. That's something that he has to deal with. But, Rob and Jeannie, I don't think that they've done that good of a job of putting Anthony Davis in a position to be comfortable and feel like he can really win in these next 4 years. Like, they got to be great and they need to be really lucky in order to be considered, real contenders coming out of the Western Conference. I mean, I love our chances, don't get it twisted, but there's still a lot of variables in history shown that it's some things that you can't depend on or rely on, even though we've seen it as of late. Right now, we got LeBron James, who just hit the game winner yesterday versus I forgot, was that South Arabia? I forgot the team, but in Team USA competition, him and AD, they balling out right now. But how is that going to fit the Lakers? Bottom line, when the season starts, are those guys going to be burnt out by the time the Olympics is over? Like, that's just something to be on the lookout for. And LeBron and Anthony Davis, they really aren't getting any younger. So there's tons of concern for me when we talk about AD and just being put in a position to be able to take some games off, take some nights off, get himself together. He played 71, 73, 76 games last year, a career high. So he was definitely available last year. You want him to keep that trend going, but you got to give him some help. He's not getting any younger. And I think putting him at his true position at the 4 would be very beneficial in the short term and the long term for him and the Lakers, both. But they cannot, for whatever reason, lock in a true center. So, just as far as putting pieces together, putting a guy in a good position, I feel like Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss has done a very, very poor job. And then the number 2 reason Anthony Davis may leave, and it kind of ties into the number 1 reason, but let's be honest, Laker Land, he did his job. He did his job. I love LeBron. I believe in LeBron. I still feel like the window isn't closed. But in 2020, Anthony Davis was needed for that championship. Very much so. I'm not saying he was the MVP, but without Anthony Davis, you don't have another title in LA. LeBron doesn't have that 4th title yet. So you brought him here, and in his first year, he brought you the title. Did you expect him to take over this franchise? That might have been your expectation eventually, but you know what the reality was going to be as long as LeBron James was in uniform. So when it all boils down to it, Anthony Davis was brought here to help LeBron James win a championship, and they done that sooner than not. So now you're dealing with a situation where as though you're considered one of the best players in the league. You're now like a 1A, 1B type of situation with your team. Um, no matter really what you do individually in these next couple years, it's not going to so much matter because everything is geared around LeBron his last days. Now you bring LeBron's son into this to the mix. Um, it's crazy. And then, like I said, JJ Redick was not the choice of Anthony Davis. James Borrego actually has a working relationship previously with Anthony Davis way back in New Orleans with the Pelicans. I think in 2012. Over that summer, they worked together a little bit, but not to say that Anthony Davis won't get it with JJ and JJ won't be able to be successful with AD. I'm not saying that, but I do know, we all know that wasn't Anthony Davis's choice. They did say that they were going to have Anthony Davis's opinions taken into consideration when it comes to decisions. That's what the Lakers said. But nothing that has happened since they got eliminated, you could really put your finger on and say, yeah, AD green lighted that or AD initiated that move or this type of request. It's all been pretty much LeBron James. And, like I said, the organization haven't done anything to put AD in a better position. And as far as what his job should have been coming into the Lakers, he did it in his first year. Is that enough for me? Absolutely not. Is that enough for you? It absolutely shouldn't be. But I think when you look at it, there are some unrealistic expectations that you put on Anthony Davis joining this team when LeBron James is still in uniform. It's just some things are just not going to happen no matter how well Anthony Davis plays. It's always going to be LeBron's team for the moment. And what you would like to see in Anthony Davis, knowing that he's going to be here longer in LA, what you would like to see is him not so much being aggressive or being more vocal, but not just accepting that Robin role. He's very quiet. It's hard to beat this LeBron aura. He can't supersede that, but at least show and tell that you are ready to be the leader and take over, when LeBron leaves, because LeBron was talking all that, hand the keys over when they won in 2020. And realistically, even though AD has played well, he has not shown me that he is ready to be the leader of the Los Angeles Lakers. Not so much that he has to be better than LeBron James. It's just a big responsibility to be a leader of this type of franchise. I don't know if AD is built for that. He's never had that responsibility before. And now with JJ Redick, I believe JJ Redick is definitely going to be creative. I think he's going to be outside the box. I think he's going to do some things to try to cater to Anthony Davis. But again, this was LeBron's man. This was not Anthony Davis's choice. Bronny James getting drafted by the Lakers. How does that help Anthony Davis? Not that AD has a problem with it, but that does not assist Anthony Davis's big picture for the Lakers in these next 4 years. Unless Bronny James just, starts playing out of body. The Lakers did nothing in free agency. We're still waiting on a possible trade. Anthony Davis is still playing out of his true position. The Lakers cannot lock in a true center, and I don't understand. You've had Dwight Howard out there available playing in Taiwan for the longest time. You got DeMarcus Cousins, Boogie Cousins out there playing in Taiwan. These guys do have history with the Lakers. I get it. But you just need someone to fill the void. You don't need Dwight or JaVale McGee or, to come back in and do what they did in 2020. You don't need Boogie Cousins to come in and potentially put up all-star caliber numbers or anything like that. You really need someone to just fill the void of the 5 position. Allow AD to shift back to the 4, which also allows LeBron to play his true position of the 3. So, Rob and Jeannie has done a poor job of putting Anthony Davis in position to be successful, I believe, after LeBron leaves. Number 2 reason that I feel like AD might leave the Lakers eventually before his contract is out is because he, like I said, he did his job. He did his job. The real expectation for Anthony Davis coming to the Lakers, it was to help LeBron James win a title. They did that. people in their mind had some type of mindset that Anthony Davis again was going to take over the realm once LeBron leaves, and they were going to be able to build this cornerstone off of Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis has not shown me that he is that guy. So if AD was to retire today or tomorrow, is his career in LA a failure? No, not to me. Would you say it's disappointing? Absolutely, because you want to see more. Absolutely. But what we have as far as a resume, what actually happened, he did his job. And in number 3, last but not least, I feel like title number 2, and it kind of ties into number 1 and number 2. I think one of the top reasons Anthony Davis will decide to leave the Lakers before his contract is out is because he's going to want to chase a ring. The farewell tour is next year with LeBron James. I don't know how competitive the Lakers are going to be next season with LeBron being on his farewell tour. I don't see LeBron James personally compromising wins for this farewells tour, but you never know how that goes. Kobe Bryant, I don't believe, would sacrifice wins for personal accolades, but the Lakers were, horrific during his farewell tour. So you never really know how that plays out. You don't know what the roster improvement is going to be in 2 seasons. It's just a lot of unknown variables. And Anthony Davis is not getting any younger. And I believe if he really wants to get a second NBA title, if he doesn't get it now with Braun, he ain't gonna have nothing to go off of it in those next 2 years to really build. Like it really is do or die for Anthony Davis this upcoming season in a Laker uniform. That's how I feel. Because after that, you got the farewell tour, which will be next year for LeBron. Then AD will have 2 years left. What does this roster look like without LeBron James? There's no potential. It's just nasty. And then we're watching stars around the NBA not want to come to Los Angeles for various reasons. So it's not a guarantee that Anthony Davis is going to be able to attract a star to replace LeBron. Like, you don't know how that's going to play out. What if JJ Redick and Anthony Davis doesn't get along? Like, it's just a lot. And it clearly seems to me that Rob Pelinka and Jeanie Buss is definitely looking to, focus on development and the future of the Lakers. And that's their job. That is their job. However, that is not their entire job. Because you have LeBron James on your roster, because you have Anthony Davis right now in his prime, because you have guys like D'Lo, because you have guys like Austin Reeves who is really trying to come of age, it is your responsibility to also win now. And that has been the disconnect all off season, I believe, between LeBron and AD and Rob Pelinka and Jeanie Buss. And I keep telling y'all, Lakerland, that is the 2-on-2 matchup that we need to be looking for throughout this season. It ain't what's happening on the basketball court. It's Jeanie and Rob versus LeBron and AD. This is a real thing behind the scenes. The direction of these two teams are totally different. I mean, the direction of these teams are totally different between these two parties. LeBron and AD really wanted Rob Pelinka to go out there and try to get a third star. LeBron James was willing to take a $25 million pay cut. LeBron has never took a pay cut in his career. 2 times in this offseason, he was willing to take a pay cut. Those guys want to win now. Anthony Davis, he just allowed the Lakers to draft Bronny, didn't say nothing. Bring JJ Redick on board, didn't say nothing. Anthony Davis is just going to roll with the punches, but they want to win right now. And right now, they in Team USA balling out, him and LeBron. I don't know, man. I surely do hope Anthony Davis and the Lakers are competitive this upcoming season. I hope that he really has an opportunity to win title number 2 because, again, once LeBron go, just because Anthony Davis will clearly be the best player on the team means absolutely nothing in the Western Conference. Justo in the building. Justo say he can see Anthony Davis leaving after Bron retires. I'm telling you. And it's not personal. Just though you watch this game, you know how this shit go. These stars of the NBA, James Harden, Kevin Durant, right before these guys are taking control of their own career. They're not playing out their entire contract. LeBron is one of the very few superstars that have never demanded a trade, always played out his contract. Once you get like a year or two left on your contract, these guys are looking to make moves. Look at James Harden. Like, and then even on the team side, when you down to that last year, when the team feel like if you might walk for nothing, they'll trade you before letting your contract expire because they're not going to get nothing from you if they're not going to resign you in free agency. So, you know, unless it's guaranteed, whenever you have an NBA contract, that last year of the contract is always going to be up in limbo. Right now, Anthony Davis is on a 4-year deal. LeBron estimated to play 2 more seasons. So that really realistically leaves you 2 years with AD with no LeBron. But what else do you have? Because there's no big time. They don't have a lot of draft capital. Again, no stars are looking to come to play with LeBron and AD. So who's going to want to come to LA to play without LeBron and AD? Is Dalton Connect and Bronny James Jr. the answer? Are they going to be able to replace what, GOAT James brings to the table? No. So very interesting, boys and girls of Lakerland. But those are my top 3 reasons I feel like Anthony Davis may actually leave this organization before it's all said and done. I am not sold that AD is going to retire Laker and that feel-good story of him taking over, being the new leader, the new big man. I don't know, man. I just don't. I honestly don't see it. I really don't see it. Lakerland, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow the room here on Playback. Once again, shout out to Playback TV. As always, man, appreciate you guys locking in with the Lakerland team. I'm Seven Mitchell. I'll be back later on today or tomorrow with another stream, trying to keep it more consistent, bringing you guys a little bit of content when we talk about our Lakers in preparation for this upcoming season. I'll also be doing some live reaction on some things. So you guys make sure y'all follow the Playback Room. Shout out to BA and Hank. Y'all stay safe, people. I am out. Peace.